and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And it's the 1st of October, Sunday, the 1st of October. There's a hare here. What's that doing? We'll leave him there. And today I'm going to be talking about the favourite things that I had in the month of September. I cannot believe how quickly the month of September has zoomed by. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I've got quite a lot to show you, so I'll just crack straight on with it. I'll start with the stuff that I've actually got to hand because, truth be told, quite a lot of it's covering up my notebook that's got the rest of the stuff in it. So I'll work through this. So first of all, I'll start, as I always do, with my favourite book of the month. My favourite book of the month was The Trouble with Goats and Sheep by Joanna Cannon. I love this book, and if you watch my wrap-up from Friday, you will know how much I enjoyed it. So this tells the story of Grace and Tilly, who are two young girls trying to get to the bottom of a disappearance of a member of a neighbourhood in the summer of 1976. And along the way, you sort of people's lives, you get to see people's lives and what sort of led them all to the point that they are at the moment. This made me feel so cozy, especially for a book that's set in like the hottest summer on record. It really made me feel really cozy, and I remember summing it up quite brilliantly in my wrap-up of saying, if this book was a day of the week, it would be a Sunday. It's got that Sunday feel, and it really made me feel nostalgic. There's a lot of, although this book was set 10 years before I was born, there's a lot of sort of like community and people spending time at like working men's club, where I spent a lot of my children growing up and things, my childhood growing up. I've got no children. And yeah, I really, really loved it. Cozy, beautifully written, like amazing characters, wonderful storyline, blah, blah, blah. Can't rave about it enough. Really, really loved it. Loved it. Loved it, loved it. I'll move on to a few bits. In Lush, they do these fresh face masks, and if you return 5 pots like this, and I use quite a lot of their moisturisers, face scrubs and things like that, you get a free fresh face mask, which is amazing. So you have to clean them out, but you take them back, and David washes them up anyway. And then this time, I believe I've had this one before, and I feel like it might have been when I was at university because it really reminded me of something. This is Cupcake. And if I just take the lid off and smell it deep, it looks like this. It's like a chocolate mint flavour. Not flavour, because you're not supposed to eat it, although I bet it would taste nice. Fresh face mask. I put it on, and where you have to keep them in the fridge, when you're in the bath, get it out, put it on. Oh, when it's cold on your face, you just feel so refreshed and lovely. Really, really enjoy this. It says here that it's good for teenage skin. I've got quite combination skin, so for instance, I'm sort of like oily here, but very dry here, and then the rest is all right. So this is very good for combination skin, yeah, I just really, really love that. Think it's great. Also, there's quite a lot of these fresh face masks about. What are people's favourite ones? I've tried the blue one, which had lemon in, which made me a bit itchy. There's a Christmas one that comes out called Bouche Noël, which I really, really like. What's the other one I like? Love Lettuce, is that one? Love Lettuce is also nice, but I would be interested in hearing people's faves. Oh, Otifix, I've had that one too, that's nice. But yeah, for a freebie, absolutely adore him. The next thing is a makeup item, and as you may know, you may have seen my video, if not I will link it down below. I'm trying to make the journey over to all cruelty-free products, so whenever I'm finding a cruelty-free product, I just want to rave and rave and rave about it. And my most recent thing I found is the MUA Makeup Academy and Undress Your Skin Shimmer Highlighter. Now this is in pink shimmer. They are beautiful. So when you get them, I've obviously ruined this with a brush now. They look so beautiful. They do them in gold, silver, and then like a maybe iridescent. They look gorgeous on. I've been just sort of like cheekboning it, bit up here, a bit on the end of my nose and things like this. Really, really impressed. £3 these are. Really, really love them, and I feel like this might be appearing in a few people's Christmas presents this year because I cannot rave about it enough. And I think the packaging's really nice. I think they look very high end, and for £3, absolute bargain. Adore it. Speaking of £3, I got this wonderful notebook in Wilkinson's. It's corkboard. It feels beautiful. My friend Emma got a new job, and I bought her one of these, A4 lined. I bought her one of these, and there was only 2 left, and I was like, I know I want that last one, so I bought myself one as well. So really, really lovely. They feel like a complete delight. And also, this is where I've started planning all my Vlogmas videos, because I needed a book that I could plan all my Vlogmas videos in. And for £3, beautiful, beautiful thing. Wilkinson's is really, really good for stationery, by the way, guys, and quite reasonable. Like I said, £3. I don't know where I'd get a gorgeous looking A4 striped lined notebooks. They're fatter lines than I would prefer, but for £3, can't complain. And then two more things that I've actually got in my hands. The first one is some bedding that I got in Asda, and it is wizard cats. So I bought this to go on the bed sort of like around Halloween time, but we've already had it on there because I loved it so much. We've got guests visiting this weekend. They're not having it. I'm going to put it on the bed once my guests have left. These are wizard cats. Look at these guys. So this is it folded up. Look at this guy, this one, and then I think there's another guy. Oh yeah, he's doing his spells, that one. This was £12 in Asda for a double. One side has got all the cats on, the other side is this sort of stars. It's really lovely. It washes up really nicely. It's been washed twice now. It washes up really nicely. I've got a picture of Minnie on it, which I will insert here because she just looks so cute. But for £12, absolutely adored it, and I find that Asda are really, really cool for bedding. I remember Simon last year, I think he had like space cats or astro cats or something, and I've also got a brushed cotton. One side's got hedgehogs on, the other side's got foxes on. That's really nice. That's coming out soon, but it's just a little bit too warm for it at the moment. But yeah, space cat bedding, big thumbs up from me. And then the last thing is actually a present that I got for my birthday last year. So David's mum and dad and two sisters were kind enough last year to club together and get me a gift certificate for a place called Shoes of Prey. So this is the lid of the box. So it's a website where you can design and make your own shoes. They were really kind to give me quite a lot of money to spend on there, which was amazing. It was my 30th birthday last year. And I sort of got it, and David's mum also got it for David's sister. And she said, oh, when Vicky did it, she sort of went on the website, had a little look at it, come back to it and things like that. Don't just go straight in. So when I got the gift certificate, I did go on the website, designed some shoes, thought, yeah, I'll come back to that, and completely forgot about it. And it was in the drawer here, and David said to me, oh my God, you must make those shoes because that expires like when it's your birthday. My birthday is at the end of November. So although I left it a long, long time, it was fate because the material that I've now used to make these shoes, and I'm just going to show them to you because they're so amazing, wasn't available when I made them the first time. So lid off, these are the shoes that I made myself. Look at them! Red shiny brogues with vegan leather laces and piping and vegan leather insoles. Come on, I've worn them once. They are amazing, aren't they? Aren't they just so good? They're amazing. So yeah, really, really, really pleased with those. I've worn them once. I'm trying to keep them because they're like the most expensive shoes that I own. So I'm trying to keep them for special occasions. I wore them out. We went out for dinner for my mum's birthday, so I wore them out then. They're obviously going to come into their own at Christmas. But yeah, sparkly red brogues with gold laces and trim. Pretty pleased with those. So yeah, that's I will link the website down below, Shoes of Prey. But yeah, that was a great gift from David's family for my 30th, and just sort of one that's just come to reap dividends now months later. So very, very excited about that, and I've just been enjoying just mainly looking at them. And then the last two things that I wanted to talk about, three things. I know I normally talk about films and TV shows in screen time, but David and I have sort of fallen out of a bit of doing screen time every month. We just haven't been able to fit that in, so I thought I would mention here a film that I've watched that I've really, really enjoyed, which is Far From the Madding Crowd, which I watched around my cousin's last week, and we sort of put it on like, oh, let's see, because we were going to go to the beach and then we couldn't be bothered, so we just said, oh, let's just watch something, and I heard that it was quite good. It was amazing. I knew nothing about the storyline. I hadn't read the book or anything. Kerry Mulligan plays Bathsheba Everdeen, who is the main character in it, and I adored it. It's amazing. She's like such a cool, independent woman of her time. Is just like of amazingness. I loved the feel of the film. I loved the way it looked. It looked beautiful. I thought the casting was perfect. She has sort of like 3 dalliances with different guys, and they were all played so brilliantly. It had Tom Sturridge in it, and I can't think of her name, but Juno someone. She's in that film with Daniel Radcliffe. She's in quite a lot of stuff actually, but I cannot think of her surname. And also Michael Sheen. Really, really, really loved it. And so pleased that I watched it. So pleased. When I come home and said to David about it, I was like, I think you'd like it too, and I'd like to watch it again. Like, I really, really loved it. Two other things. Strictly Come Dancing is back. Hurrah! There was a launch show earlier this month, and David and I got dressed up in our sparkly gear. I'll insert some photos here, and went to my my best friend Emma's house, and we did a sort of like launch party night. I don't know if that was in August, actually. I don't think it was. Or maybe it was. No, I don't think it was. And we sort of like picked who we thought the celebrities were going to be, who we thought were going to be paired with, and just had a great night, really, really fun. And then it's actually back now, so there was like a 2-week hiatus. And then we watched the first show on Saturday night. Loved it. I love it. I love Susan Coleman. I love Johnny Peacock. Aston Marigold, I think he's going to be very good. Yeah, and it's just, I just love it. Like, I love it anyway, but particularly this year, just watching it and knowing that Saturday night TV is dominated by fucking amazing women like Claudia Winkleman and Shirley Ballas, the new head judges, amazing. And I already love Darcy and like all the contestants. Debbie McGee, who's like in her 70s and got out there and absolutely smashed a tango. I've never seen someone put so much of their all into a dance. It was just amazing, and it just made me, watching it, I was just so emotional because it just made me feel really proud to be a woman, and I just adored it. And I think this series is going to be amazing, and I just can't wait. It's on every night now until Christmas, no joke. So in the week there's a programme called Strictly It Takes Two, so they interview the contestants and see how they're getting on with their training and things like that. So that's on Monday to Friday. It's on Saturday night, and then the results shows on Sunday. Every night until Christmas, Strictly. So very, very excited about that. And then the last thing is that it was David's birthday earlier this week. So David and I went away to Hastings, which is a seaside town in East Sussex. David's quite fond of a seaside town. We had a lovely time. We stayed in an Airbnb, went to an amazing burger restaurant called Half Man Half Burger, which really was amazing. And also, for a burger restaurant to have 3 vegetarian options on the menu, I just think that's amazing. There was a bean burger, a halloumi burger, and then I had like a mushroom, cashew, black bean, and there was something else in it, but I can't remember what burger. Like, amazing. And then the sides were so delicious. And yeah, they did like all vegan options as well, so you could have like vegan cheese or vegan buns if you're a vegan. Adored it. Really had a great time. Went to the old town, bought a few bits, bought myself a little mug. Should have included that really, maybe next month. And yeah, just had a really lovely time with David, just getting away with him, and I just love to celebrate him and how wonderful he is. So it was really nice just to have a couple of days to ourselves and just to chill really and just enjoy ourselves. So that was September for me. Wonderful September. Had a lovely time. Hope you all had a nice September. What did you guys get up to? Have you had any favourite TV shows or things that you've been doing? Bedding. Always interested to hear where people get their bedding from. And I think that's it. And I will see you all again on Wednesday for another BookTube video. Goodbye!